Hello and welcome to episode number 52. I am back in Ohio and missing my family and missing knitting with my daughter Katie and crocheting with my daughter Jenna. And if I would have had a little more time, I could have got Maddie on board and even my daughter-in-law Justine, and that will be future episodes for sure. But welcome back to those of you who have been tuning in to this podcast. And if you're new, I'm glad you found me. Let me know how you found me in the comments below. I am a health and wellness coach. I sell health and wellness products to help people look better, feel better, and that is what I do. And my hobby of knitting has really helped me manage stress in my life, and I've tried to marry the two here to really help people manage stress through the wonderful hobby of knitting, crocheting, fiber arts, also because that's one of the key pillars of health, is figuring the stress piece out. Sleep is super important, hydration is super important, exercise is super important, fitness, I already said that, nutrition, but managing stress is a big, huge piece of why I'm here doing what I'm doing, and I'm so glad you found me. All right, so I am not wearing any knit pieces today. As you can see, my cheeks are very rosy. I just got back from a lovely dinner with a friend, and we sat outside, and I did really, really well until the last few minutes, and then I got hot, and now I haven't been able to cool down. So there you go, lovely red cheeks to show off. I want to thank all of you for the support of my last podcast from Northern Michigan. And if you haven't seen it, please check it out. I don't know what made it so successful over other episodes that I've done. I don't know if it was the beauty of where we were in Northern Michigan, if it was having my daughters here with me. I had lots of comments of people that loved seeing my daughters that, actually knit and crochet with me. I don't know what it was, but it was a really, really popular one. And I just thank so many of you. I think I have over 400, almost 500 new subscribers since that episode aired just a few short days ago. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And the update as far as coming back home to an empty house, that was a little challenging. I got back home Saturday night. My husband and I drove separately because he had to bring one daughter to the airport. I brought my daughter going back to England and her boyfriend to a different airport. So we didn't get back together till after dinner time Saturday night, and came back to a very quiet house. And last time we were here, we had all the kids. So that was sad. That was hard. And then the next day was my birthday. And just a very quiet, kind of blah day. I got to celebrate in the evening, but it was just a bit sad. So of course, what did I do? Cast it on a new project I'll be sharing with you in just a moment. I also want to say one of the emails I came home to from a subscriber was a thank you. So Cindy Fix, it was the lucky recipient of the Pindrop Shop skein of yarn I gave away many episodes ago from my local area yarn shop that I go to. My friend Jessica and I gave away a skein of yarn, and Cindy made beautiful socks with them and sent me pictures. So I will put them up here so that you guys can see her lovely socks that she made. And it was just so great to hear from her. So Cindy, if you're watching, beautiful job on your socks. I'm so glad that you were our winner and you did something beautiful with the socks. All right, so I'm going to share with you a little bit about how knitting and then casting on a new project has helped me, because when I either feel sad or blue, or I get frustrated or stressed out, knitting just is something that is a great comfort to me. And it's why I started this channel to begin with, because it's helped me manage stress and cope with so many different things. So I came home and cast it on a new product. So we're not going to start there, but I'll show you my finished object first. But I want you to know that that is something you can go to if you're feeling any of those feelings. If you're feeling sad or depressed, or maybe you're not well, maybe you're not feeling well physically. Maybe you have something like my ankle injury that's bumming you out, that you can't be physically active. Knitting and crocheting is something that could fill some of those voids for you. And I know for me, I had to get my mind off of being sad that I'm no longer with my kids and my family, which is my greatest joy, and do something productive, or I was going to go down a little slippery slope of being very, very sad. So I cast it on a new project. So we're going to talk about that. My daughter is trying to FaceTime me at the same time here. I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink. I am drinking, I earned this little cute water container from my company for an incentive, and I love it. And I'm drinking Hydrate with hyaluronic acid in it. It's flavored in a watermelon flavor I absolutely love. So that's what I'm drinking. All right, let's start with my first finished project. All right, this is my vanilla sock pattern from the Crazy Sock Lady, and I absolutely love how these came out. This is the first time I've ever added color in the cuff, and it was an afterthought. I did the heel, fell in love with the bright pink because you can see the speckled hot pink in there. And I knew it would look gorgeous with the toe, but I'm like, oh, I wish I would have done the whole cuff with it. That was too late because I did these cuff down. So I thought I'm gonna just go in and crochet. I did a single crochet. Well, first, I don't even know what you'd call it, a half single crochet. I don't even know. I did one little tiny row around and it was way too tight. So I had to take that completely off. And then I did another crochet that maybe I went from single to double, and single was tight and then double made it looser and stretchy, and that worked out perfectly. So there you have it. This is with the Lair of Llama sock set, BFL and Nylon in the colorway Unicorn Sneeze. So thrilled with those. They may be a gift. This is another lesson I learned on this. For those of you that maybe experiment with English knitting versus continental knitting, I didn't realize what a change in tension that would be for me. So I planned on keeping these for myself because I can see the tension change. I started these off, I did my ribbing, and then I started these off continental. And my hands started to hurt. And so I thought, let me see if I change it to English, if it's better on my hands. And I think I've told you I've been having some trigger finger stuff going on and soreness because I've been knitting so much. And it did work, but it looked differently. So I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but from here up, it's much looser. And I don't like it, the look of it, nearly as much as I do down here. So I think I will keep this pair for myself now that I know that, and I probably will not do continental on my socks because I don't like how loose that looks. I love it in sweaters, but seeing it right next to the tighter English style knitting, I didn't like it near as well. So I don't know if you can tell on camera or not, but that was really interesting to me how different my gauge was and how different it looked. I don't know, maybe this side you can see it a little clearer, a little looser up here. Not a deal breaker. Certainly from a distance you can't tell at all. When I wear them, no one will notice at all, but I think I'll keep these for myself. All right, so that is my only finished project. I'll give you an update on my, I have another DK pair of vanilla socks I haven't touched, so I'm not even going to show you those today. But my bluebell. Those of you that watched my last episode may remember my daughter, Katie, wearing my bluebell that I made in this beautiful blue color that I brought with me on the trip for myself. And my daughter asked if she could wear it that day. And she put it on and fell in love with it. So she joked on the podcast that she thought maybe she should take that back to England with her. Well, guess what? she took that back to England with her. She loved it. And, you know, when they beg you for a hand knit thing, you just give in, don't you? So I thought, well, I have this one I'm working on, and I do love this color. It is in this beautiful maroon color, and this is the last one that I am knitting. I made one in a mustard yellow, like a golden yellow color that I've already shared with you several episodes ago. And this one is coming along very nicely. And this is perfect for continental knitting because it's loose. It's big needles, loose gauge, very soft. And you can see the raglan increases on both sides. Gorgeous. So I've got a ways to go with it. This is kind of the boring, just going around in the circles for several more inches. I'm about a skein and a half in, and I have a full skein left. So I'll be doing this one for a while, but I love it and I'm excited about it. It is just an adorable, if you need something quick to do, it's very light. My daughter wore a sports bra under hers and it looked really cool. Now, I probably wouldn't get away with that myself. I have not had to, I wore just a beige colored bra underneath mine and it didn't pop out. She wore like a dark colored sports bra and it looked kind of cool. So definitely something you can play with. It's a bit see-through, so you'll have to be careful with what you wear with this Issachar fine soft yarn, but it is just a beautiful top and it works up super, super quickly. So if you need, sometimes I want something quick and easy, and sometimes, like now, I'm ready to be challenged with something a little more difficult. So next up, I'll be doing a sweater that has maybe some texture to it or something a little more challenging, but this is a great pattern. I really encourage you to check it out. All right, my new cast on, birthday cast on, Crochet Park. I have talked about Crochet Park before. I thought I was going to be an affiliate for them, but they really don't have an affiliate program. So I do not make any commissions or anything by promoting them. I just really love their products. And they did send me a couple free bags, which was so generous of them. And the one I am making is this Avalon bag, and it is going to be adorable. I love that. I probably won't ride a bike with it, but I can definitely see myself throwing that over my shoulder and wearing it all over the place. So let me take it out of the bag. It's coming along very nicely, and it's kind of made this little shell pattern. So basically all I am doing, I've got a leather base at the bottom. So I just went around and did single crochets all around it. Did 2 single crochets in a couple different spots. And then when you started doing your double crochets. And basically I just do in one hole, I do 6 double crochets. Then I do, so what I would do next, let me just show you, where am I at right here? So I am at the top. I did my 6 double crochets in this hole right here. Then I will find the top of the next shell beneath that, and I'll do just a little single crochet. Then I'll come down here and I'll do 6 double crochets. Then I'll do a single crochet. Then I'll come down in between and I'll do 6 doubles, and I'll do a single and 6 doubles, and just go around and around and around. And I believe that is all I do till I get to the top of the bag. And I think I do it 30 times-ish until it gets long enough to then put on the leather straps and finish the bag up. So I don't think it will take too long. It is a small little crochet hook. I think it's a size 4. Is that what this is? I don't even know if it says it on here. When you get one of their bags, they have a QR code, and you scan the QR code, and then it gives you a video tutorial that you follow, and then it will explain things to you. I don't even know if it says on here what size it is, but it's a teeny tiny one. Oh, maybe it does. It's a size 3. Well, it says 3 on the top and 4 on the bottom. So I don't know. It looks like the same size to me, but it's very small. And so at one row of that, believe it or not, starts to hurt my hand. So I've just been doing 1 row, all the way around. There's 23, I think, little shell patterns. Once I'm done, I put it aside. I do a little work at my desk and then I'll go back to it later just because I don't want my hands to hurt. But the yarn is on these cones, and then everything else comes in the kit. The leather straps, the brackets to put the straps on, the pretty decorative scarf, which I could use their scarf, or which is the same scarf I think I have for other bags. So I'll probably get one of my own to attach to it, but just working up to be so cute. So hopefully on my next episode, I'll have a finished bag to show you that I'll be wearing and hopefully taking out. All right, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to share with you. I am going to do a knit along this Saturday, July 26th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. The link will be in the description. All of my links on how to connect with me on my different social media platforms will be there, my website. I even have a place for you to click to schedule an appointment with me if you ever want a consultation. I've been asked that in the comments before. If you want a health consultation with me, you can actually click there, schedule a free 15-minute consultation, and that would be absolutely wonderful. Last up, was there anything else I wanted to? Just a reminder that when you have some kind of a routine, whether it's a morning routine, afternoon, or evening routine, to help you feel a little more grounded when you are struggling emotionally, bring your knitting into the picture. So in the morning, what I do is I will fix my cup of coffee. That's my first drink of the day. Probably should be water, as I am, a hydration specialist teaching everybody to drink their water. I go for coffee, right? That's my first drink, and I bring my coffee into my office, and I have a little routine of things I do. I have my quiet time with the Lord. I do my devotions. I check my business numbers. I do all my happy birthday wishes on my different social media platforms. And then I typically FaceTime my daughter, Katie, and we knit together. And that is kind of my morning routine. And that just really helps me stay just mentally fine when I'm struggling, especially when I, coming home to this empty house and being a little bit sad because the house is so quiet again. That is just something I can do. Stick with my morning routines that I've developed before, or if you've strayed from your routines, get back to those routines, because when you are in a routine like that and you're doing things that bring you joy and satisfaction, it really does help your mood and makes you feel better again. So I knew this could be rough coming home. I had over a month with my son from Taiwan and his wife, and watched the baby grow literally in front of our eyes. Justine looked hardly pregnant when she got here and had quite a nice baby bump when she left. And I just knew it was going to be sad for them. I won't see them for 6 months. My daughter in England, I don't know. We're talking about going to see her maybe later this fall, but there's no plan yet. So I don't know when I'll see her. So I could have really gotten very upset and depressed about that. And I chose to get back into my morning routines, my afternoon routines, my night routines immediately. Upon coming home, I started right back into my routines again, making my health my priority, making sure I was getting a good night's sleep in my own bed, making sure that I was working out again. That first morning I got home, got just back into all my own routines again, and casting on a new project it just was exactly what I needed. So think about that if you're struggling at all. Cast something new on. Maybe find a friend to hop online with. Join our knit along that we'll be doing on Saturday. We'd love to see you there. And if you need any help at all, please feel free to reach out. I love hearing from you. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. Share this podcast. If you know anyone that is into health and wellness, that's into knitting, or you think should be into knitting to maybe manage their stress, share the podcast with them. And really, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your support. Have a great day.